Welcome back, gamers. I am Danny.
Evelyn.
At the NintendoCade channel. Today is a really special episode looking back at one of the events that Evelyn went recently, and that is the Nintendo New York Store Splatoon 2 tournament.
Yes.
It's actually Evelyn's very first tournament, official tournament.
First one, like, in my life.
So, I mean, we're going to recollect what things happened there and going through so obviously Evelyn had a team there. We called it the INKvaders.
Yes.
Right? And obviously she had to gather a team from a lot of you as the audience itself, being the best of the
supporting. Yeah, I would like to thank of you guys. Like, a lot of you guys were supporting, even though some of you were there watching the craziness going on, but some of you were on social media supporting us, and thank you so much. Our team really appreciates a lot.
Yeah, we heard a lot of the kind words, and the support was passed along to Evelyn and her team, and actually they did pretty well. I was very impressed actually hearing how far they went through. So actually, you guys understand, it was the very first time that Evelyn competed in any kind of competitive sport or esports, just to say, this time around. So we're gonna go back in the time when we had obviously a team of 4,
right? And
obviously Evelyn was one of the members along with 3 others. And we're talking about the first round. What did you think about the first round?
So the first round was tour 4. So I think you have to win 2 out of 3. So we actually did 2 out of 3, and we got it. And and then that's how we moved on to it. So the total were 16 teams. And there were 16 teams in there. 16
teams in total.
Teams in total. Right. And there were so many people. Right. I told Danny, I said, Danny, the line is cut out already, and then it was 7:30 in the morning. Right. And we were surprised. I mean, I know Splatoon is really serious game, but I didn't know people were
really lined up so early in the morning, and to get a chance to even compete with amongst all the people there was pretty impressive. It was like Evelyn said, it cut off very quickly.
I mean, Danny told me, I was like, well, you gotta understand, it's the first ever Splatoon tournament that Nintendo Store probably had,
at least for Splatoon 2.
For Splatoon 2, so people are getting serious, and it's a great game. A lot of people is playing it. So many people.
They had this really cool medal of obviously the winners of the tournament. It's really gorgeous, and that's what Evelyn drew her attention, obviously, and her team to strive for the best and try to get to that. Obviously, the top spot and everything, though. So, talking about the first round that you went into, so did you have any trouble going through it?
I would say my team had a good strategy, especially with tour 4, because everybody likes to play tour 4. So it's just ink, and of course you also have to have a teamwork in there, protecting your team, not just go in ink by yourself. And we did pretty well in there. Once we got our base, then we kind of push forward. That's how you do it together. Not having one person by himself. So it's pretty good. It was good.
So everyone worked together, claim as much turf as they can before the time runs out, and you guys claimed the victory in the first round. So that was obviously the nervousness kind of faded away a little bit going into the second round. As obviously you guys, when you first started your first round, it's pretty nerve-wracking, I'm sure.
Yeah, because it's our first. So my team is Squid Nick Green, JP, Kirby, GCN 17. Right. So and this is our first time meeting. Well, we knew Kirby already, but there's JP and Squid Nick. It's our first time meeting there. Right. We barely have practice. I just made my team like the last few days before the actual tournament happened, and just practice as the time permitted. It was a few hours per day. I'll say we practiced only like around 20 hours only, for a week.
That's a very short time.
Yeah, so in order to get there and get in, like you said, it's pretty stressful because our first time doing tournaments for mostly of our group. So we all were nervous. That's a normal thing, right? It's part of a human thing, right?
Absolutely.
So we did the first round. We're like, wow, we did it. I'm like, yes.
So what did you think of the second round when you got into the next phase?
So the second round was Splat Zones. We actually played that stage really well, so we knew what to do. So it was really it was first we're like, okay, we gotta be careful because you don't know what you expect. You don't know what the other team. That's another thing.
Yeah.
You don't know what. And then we kind of read their strategy at first. You could kind of tell. And also another thing, we kind of look at the weapons. So if based on what weapon you're using, you know the advantage or disadvantage. So like I give an example, sniper, and always Danny knows about it. Like sniper, what's the disadvantage of it? Like you know, if someone get closer, it's
you can actually splat the person with the sniper rifle, but of course if you're far away, they got the upper hand.
So what you have to think, okay, that team has a sniper, so we have to either distract. I mean, the best thing is to splat the sniper, but if not, distract them at least. So because if not, he will wipe down the whole team.
Right.
But we did well too on that one.
So you actually got through the second round. So that's two.
It was two.
So it's two for two right there, and Team INKvaders did a phenomenal job. Really impressive.
Yes.
So obviously the third round, we
moved into the top four.
Top four, tier. Yeah. So after the third, after reaching being the two teams right there, got to the top four, and that's an amazing feat in its own. So to get to go through all 16 teams and to be on the top four, very impressive. I'm very proud of Evelyn's team.
I was very proud of my team too. Danny was saying too, like everybody was proud of it. I mean, to make it to the semifinals and the top four out of all the team without practicing. I mean, I've been playing a lot of Splatoon since Splatoon 1. I mean, Splatoon the Wii U. But working as a team is my first time. Communicating, it was the first time in there.
And what's cool, they had these headsets. So obviously they were around each other, but they actually had headsets to kind of talk to each other, tell them where to move, what strategies to do, what changes needs to be done, depending on the uncertainty of playing different teams, and you don't know what to expect. That's the big thing about doing these esports thing with Splatoon 2.
Yes.
All right. So the final round, obviously, we'll leave it to you. See what happened there.
So fortunately, the final round, it was a little bit tough. We worked hard though, I see it. But we actually lost in the tower control and also the next one in the Rainmaker. But we actually fought harder in the Rainmaker.
Right. So that's where your journey ended off at the tournament being the top four. So that is what happened with Evelyn and her team with the INKvaders, and they did put up a good fight. I actually never thought even Evelyn and her team never thought they would reach up to the semifinals for the first time in ever competing in a game of such a magnitude.
I was telling Danny, I was like, Danny, what if we lose like in the first round? Like, it's tough. Then he's like, should be fine. You guys are good. Just go and have fun. So this is how we went up there. We're like, guys, we just have fun. It's true. Regardless the end result, it's all about fun. And like always says, I always say that, and Danny always tell me too. It is always improvement. There's
always the things to learn. And what the good thing is the memories that you gathered when you're at these events, when you're in a competitive sport. In any sport, and even esports, we're talking about Splatoon 2, you get the nice camaraderie and also friendship that's formed in these kind of settings. And speaking of settings, we actually have a memento of what happened here. So I'll let Evelyn.
Whoever participated in the tournament, you get this poster.
Right.
So we got this poster. So I was with our team just decided to autograph in there.
Yeah. So it's like a memory of the whole entire team autographing the poster here.
So that was good for them to have it, even though we wouldn't make it to the final. Yeah. And also if you have your Nintendo what is it?
My Nintendo account, the Nintendo store actually provided this really awesome poster of Splatoon 2. Yes. So all you have to do is bring in your QR code for My Nintendo. Really, really awesome. Nice piece. This will definitely, especially the autograph piece for the Splatoon tournament, to be going to NintendoCade collection. So
even though we didn't make it to the final, I actually got something very special out of it, which is the people that were there supporting us.
That's right.
I honestly, we don't know. I didn't know anybody in there. I mean, it's a few handful people in there. So my brother was there. I know Gisa was there. Joymon and his sister was there. Another few people that we actually, very handful people that we knew that
these are, if you guys weren't, these are the people from the audience that on our live stream we do Splatoon 2 probably practicing and getting our skills sharpened up.
And I was it was nice of them to stay from the morning to the end, which is a long day because we were there since Kirby, thank you Kirby for making the line. He was there since 6 o'clock in the morning. And when he was there, he said that, oh wow, it's already 2 teams ahead of us. And so he was there since 6 o'clock in the morning. The event ended at 5 ish p.m. That is a long day. Another thing that it was really amazing that I saw, it was during the last round the third round, right, that we lost at that time. So the first round that we lost, it was tower control. The whole second floor was quiet. And I was like, oh my goodness, this is like more stress on us because like, wait, that means everybody's like, you know, supporting us, right? And then when we lost the second round Rainmaker, and also they were really quiet. They were
a little quiet. It's kind of like, so the audience were actually kind of rooting for Evelyn. So believe it or not, it was pretty amazing feeling at that moment.
Yeah, I actually felt that, wow, I actually had a lot of people supporting our team without knowing us. So it was very nice of them. I would like to thank everyone there that support us, regardless we're not there or social media. And Danny too, Danny was working, so he couldn't make it there. He was just on the phone saying, okay, how's it going? What is it? And then all that. So it was good.
Yeah. So I hope you guys enjoyed Evelyn's recollection with her team Invaders at the Nintendo New Year Store tournament. And leave me down below in the comments. I'm sure Evelyn's interested to hear what you have to say, what your thoughts are. If should Evelyn continue trying to competitive,
you guys will let me know if I should continue or not. I don't know.
So if you enjoyed this episode, we appreciate a thumbs up. Subscribe to NintendoCade, that's always helpful. And we'll catch you again in the next episode.
All right, guys, moving to the top 4, INKvaders. Round of applause.